So I love this trifecta. I'm living for you ladies in this film. Catherine, Winona, what was it like going back to this set after such a long time?
It was wild, scary, and emotional when we got there. I think I realized that I didn't realize in the first one, at least not consciously, like how much heart there is in this, you know, and it was emotional.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Yeah, the way so many people see themselves in Lydia is really a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
It's so true.
And now Astrid.
And now Astrid. So I was just talking to Michael, and he said that Jenna was born to play Winona's daughter.
Wait, are we learning something?
Yeah, I don't know where this, well, I guess it's coming from Michael. I was going to say, I don't know where this narrative is coming from, but I'm very lucky to play Winona's daughter.
I mean,
I never would have thought, and I never thought that this would be a possibility, and I'm so unbelievably happy and excited by it.
Yeah. How did you guys bond on set as mother and daughter? Did you see a lot in each other that you see in yourselves?
It was
Yes.
everything. I don't even know. I honestly don't even know how it happened. It's just we caught a moment on set and it just started flowing.
I know. And then we were like talking and they were moving us.
Kept getting interrupted.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
but we were like still in it, and it just it was like it was very beautiful. I've never bonded with someone.
I've never had that on a set.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Her like we have the same like reverence for film.
Yeah.
And it's rare that you meet like every reference, like no matter how
musically too as well. We just
there's a lot of times when you're like thinking of, well, now that I'm older and like I'm the oldest person on Stranger Things.
Stop it.
No, I truly am. And so I'll think of like, oh, this reminds me of that movie, but I'm not even bother to say it because they're not going to know it. You know.
Yeah.
And then like a brief encounter. Like I was thinking, God, this is kind of like brief encounter, but no. But then Jenna's like brief encounter. Like it was just like this,
like a kinship,
psychic,
an immediate kinship.
Yeah.
Catherine, I have to talk to you about the Deo scene because it just like shaped my childhood. Like I loved that scene in the original. The way the whole thing. It's so good.
It's so well put together, isn't it?
So
I had
well
no
put
idea
together.
while we were doing it. I knew it was fun and silly, but
Yeah.
wow, to see the final result was...
Yeah. What do you remember about the choreography in the original and really nailing it? Was it a lot of takes? I know it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, we had a choreographer, like with this musical number we have in this movie, had a choreographer, but in both cases, a very collaborative choreographer who welcomed the stupidest ideas that we had, like putting our bums up at the table, that kind of silly thing. But I think we shot for like 12 hours or something, I don't know, a couple of days, and it was just funny to look around at the people at the table and see what they were doing to themselves and with each other. It was really fun, but I had no idea it would turn into that. But also we had, the thing I always tell people is about we had shrimp cocktails that attacked our faces at one point.
Yeah.
Because the same with this movie, in-camera effects, live effects, watching these great effects people do this stuff in front of you on set. And we had a guy under each place setting wearing a shrimp glove coming out through a hole in the shrimp. Yeah.
And you have to react to that like
So
it's a real
nothing was done.
anticipate.
It was not done in post. There's a guy under each of our, what are we, 12 people at the table?
Yeah.
A guy waiting under there, and he'd get the cue, and you knew it was coming, but it would happen like a hair of a second before or after.
Yeah.
And you're like waiting, we're waiting, it's coming. And then the guy would get the cue, and he'd go like this and grab your face.
Oh my gosh.
So great.
It's so good. It's so good. And Winona, the bangs, the iconic bangs. Oh my gosh. Did you actually, was that a wig in the original?
No, that's my hair.
You cut your bangs.
Yeah, I did. They gelled them, but I did find a picture recently of me and my brother like a year before Beetlejuice, and I had that hair. I had like bangs blue black.
Did you?
You were
Oh.
manifesting the role.
Yeah,
You didn't even
like
know
I-
it.
You
Yeah.
inspired the role.
Yeah. And then, of course, the red dress.
Yep.
What went into
Yeah.
styling that and picking that?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with. I mean, that was just
Colleen?
yeah.
Oh, no,
Oh, no,
Aggie Rogers.
Aggie
Rogers.
Aggie Rogers.
And Jenna, of course, you get, without giving too much away, you get a bridal dress moment in this movie as well. What was it like embracing that moment in this movie?
Oh, I mean, well, everything. But I just love the image of all three of us together with like these ridiculous, huge, oversized gowns that were, different colors. It looked bizarre.
Lined up in the
yeah,
church?
just like this itchy
Lined up.
material every day,
Yeah.
showing up and being like, man, what are we making? Yeah, I was just glad that I wasn't the only one left out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. After this experience working with these amazing ladies, what do you admire about them?
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't
No,
make her
I
talk
mean-
about us, please.
No,
No, don't feel like you have to.
but I do feel compelled because they have been so unbelievably generous and nice. You can cover your ears if you want, but I'm gonna go. Truly, no, I love them. I love them. I really do. I was so familiar with Catherine's work all my life. Winona the same. Some of my favorite films are things that they were a part of and contributed to. They're legends. They're giants, and to be able to work with them is an honor. But then even just these hours, these like press days that people even find miserable sometimes. I'm like still
Kind of fun.
excited. Yeah, I'm having fun and like I'm excited to spend more time with these people because they've just been unbelievably kind and generous and beautiful towards me, and I am incredibly appreciative of who they are, and I've learned so much. So
cool.
much.
Jenna, what's the movie you're in that I saw on an airplane
Oh, you're
about
talking
a
about The
school
Fallout.
shooting?
The
What's it called? The
Fallout.
Fallout. Did you see
Remember?
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one I was talking
Okay,
about.
people have to see that movie.
She's
so
amazing.
good.
Oh my God!
I
it's-
wrote her name down.
Oh,
that-
before you knew
yeah.
her. Before you knew Jenna.
That movie.
Oh, it's so raw
Yeah,
and
it's
real.
really-
You're amazing.
Yeah.
So well
Amazing.
done. You're
Thanks.
Yeah.
really, really
As the
beautiful.
director, first-time writer-director, Megan.
Fabulous.
Sheesh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And finally,
Fallout. The Fallout.
the Fallout.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton geniusly recreates this
I
role
know.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you guys describe this version of Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice the second time around?
He's grown so much.
So sensitive.
Really. Just, it's all about others now.
Yeah, intense sense
Used
of
to be
yearning
about
and
himself, but
belonging.
I know.
Just finding his place in the afterlife. Really.
hasn't aged.
Yeah.
And not
Was
dead.
alwaed dead.
Was always
That sounds like Moira. You would say something
Was
like,
always dead. Help me!